I am Jason Salazar, creator of The Uploaders and this subsequent comic book spin-off, There's Magic in the Air, and I am joined by...
Drew Campbell, actor in The Uploaders, if you want to call it that.
There he is! Spotlight on.
Wow.
Drew Campbell, you're a delight.
You are a delight. What the hell what's the narration here?
I basically kind of stole this whole narration idea from an episode of Community when they were doing their Dungeons and Dragons episode where you were this loser who's left alone and had nothing to do, and you know, you just ate Twinkies and filmed bad viral videos all day. So there it is. So, it's pretty amazing.
Oh God, that's awesome.
And then, you know, Tim's character Virgil swoops in to try to
Did we shoot these at the high school?
Yeah, we shot these at Branham High School in their theater. Just ran in there and put the spotlight on you. And then a shout out to Elusive Comics and Games, who always lets me shoot these horrible things in the store. That's Anna, the owner, in the middle. Jessica to the left, Megan to the right, playing our little trio of chicks.
Run the comic shop?
Yes, run and work at the comic shop. And these are a bunch of actual Magic players who were playing a tournament that night. They are not in the tournament that we're about to play, but most of them
stuck around to be extras and
knew how to play
parts, and were able to make it look like we had a clue what we were doing.
Yeah,
I used to play Magic when it first came out, but that was what, 20 years ago, 25 years ago.
I had no clue. I deferred to everyone there, going like, "Is this what would happen?" And they would tell me, "Yes, that's right. No, that's not." I find it funny too that Anna in the middle there, she had never played Magic at all, so they were telling her what to do, and I'm like, you own a comic book store and sell it, but
doesn't mean you have to know.
But I still found it kind of funny. So, and I tried to, you know, I stuck everyone in costumes that had nothing to do with magic because I thought that's funny. So, Megan's a bad Wonder Woman. Virgil's apparently someone from 300.
Yeah.
Jessica was dressed as what's her face from Archer.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember her name.
Neither can I.
Aisha Tyler.
Yeah.
And then Anna was dressed as Felicia Day. So.
Just like old times. Now then, before we get started,
Everybody else was horrified about his balls. I was just kind of smirking.
Yes, you don't care.
I don't know why I'm there.
That's for real and for character, right?
Yeah.
There was, yeah, your face is priceless. So this was all improv, the whole boobs bit.
Yeah.
They just kind of like, can we say this? And I'm like, I'm fine with it if Megan's fine with it, and she didn't care, so boobs.
As delightful as Megan's boobs are, I think it is funny that you had the boob jokes going with the least endowed of the three women.
And she'd be the first to cop to that, so yeah.
Yeah.
But
please. The rules are simple. And you guys already
yeah, these comic book things came about from, you know, we had said Virgil worked at a comic book store, and then I did one spin-off and thought that was kind of it, and then we just kept doing more, and these are actually some of the more viewed episodes online, oddly enough. I think because Anna reposts them too, and it gets a lot of traffic. But this one is funny. I mean, it definitely has moments. It's friendship.
That's where it came from.
That's where it came from. Yeah, Tim said friendship. He improv that right there, and man, we lost it when he said that, and then that became like a running joke. After that point, he's said it in other episodes.
You know, aside from making viral videos,
You've got the best fuck you disdain looks going on in this.
Yeah, I really actually am pretty okay with. I usually hate seeing myself, but this one's I'm like, okay, I'm really just upset about being there.
Well, by this point, we were probably already like on hour 3 of filming, and we were there like all day. I mean, you see when the episode starts, it's daytime, and when you leave, it's night. I mean, it took... You had a lot of dialogue.
And this was before you learned that I don't bother reading the script before the day.
Right. But it all worked out. That's why I've cutaways to random characters like Anthony here, who is in every comic book episode as a different character. I kind of American Horror Storied him into these things. You know, it's like, you're gonna always be in this, but you're not gonna be the same guy.
Yeah, wasn't he like?
He was Russian, and then you call him like, you know, hey, guy from Rocky IV, or, you know, or
Ivan Drago.
Yeah, and he said something in Russian and kept going.
It was hysterical. He's just fun.
Yeah, he just liked being included. So.
Hello, girls.
And then, yeah, we gave this, I can't remember her name, we gave her a bunch of dialogue too, and she had a really rough time because we kind of just gave it to her right there and said, hey, he's going to hit on you. And so there's a lot of crafty editing here to make this scene work, but
There are 5 colors of mana, which you use
it worked
to make
for what it was.
Enough.
Yeah.
And what type of spell would assist in
It's
removing your clothes?
it's good lines about the magic cards. Like, I have this tree card, and it's like, you want to touch my wood, or, you know, I mean, like,
That probably was a better joke than we used.
yes,
But-
but
Of you attempting to play a game that
if I ever make uploaders trading cards, there's going to be so many just of you in that face. You know, Steven Stats.
God.
He fucked 12 girls and 1 hamster.
At least he thought. That's why you wrap a hamster in duct tape,
That's right.
so it doesn't explode when you fuck it.
Yum. And then you can tell which people brought their own cards because most of them had their cards in the sleeves, and you're like, yeah, you can't touch that. That's a rare. And I was like, okay, then we opened some cards too, and the boobs, moobs.
He's going through a bit of a rough patch.
Tim and a little beard going on there. I mean, that just wasn't shaven, so. Because Virgil was
I
usually.
look very intense.
You are intense. Oh, they magically appeared.
All you're gonna do is be an asshole.
I remember all 3 of them were actually kind of mad because I never really got a full body shot, and their costumes were full body. And they're like, oh, well, we full on dressed and you never really showed it off. And I was like, well, sorry.
Next time.
Yeah, I'm like, I was lucky you guys got your dialogue out. I couldn't worry about your shoes.
My shop. Tomato, potato, regardless. You're a guest here, so you have to respect the store and the nerds who frequent it.
Mexicalia's right.
It's driving me crazy, and I'm sure anybody watching this is yelling
And
at
if you can't play
at
magic
their
the way
computer
Power Man
while they
should,
watch
you
it
need to
that
back the fuck off.
we can't think of Aisha Tyler's character's name from Archer.
Yeah, what? I can't. Well, and I never watched Archer at this point. I do now, but I
Yeah.
still can't remember what it is. So, but whatever. She's Aisha Tyler. So it worked. He had some really good insults here that I was proud of. I wrote them.
Did you write
Yeah,
that?
there's a couple you added, but there were some ones that I remember I specifically said, no, you said that wrong. Do it again.
I just loved that
Just get out.
when you first started the series, I'd keep getting random IMs. You know, hey, I need a good swear here.
Well, because I was running out of, there's only so many words you can put fuck before or after,
Yeah.
and I was like, what's next? And
Poor Virgil.
we passed it, but I like Jessica's part where she stands up and she's like,
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, bitch, hold my rings.
Yeah.
Because you called her, like, make me Nachos Belgrande. Because that character, it was never clear what ethnicity she was.
Right.
So we just kept making, like, sometimes she was Mexican, sometimes she was something else, and it just became a thing. And that Steven jacket, too, that's the jacket from the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, that's the same jacket. That was always Steven.
Always Steven.
I actually stopped wearing it, period, except for uploaders. It's still in my closet. Maybe someday it'll be worth something.
And, like Timmy.
Yeah.
Timmy's worth bucks.
Tim, yeah, naturally it's Timmy.
Yeah. And then this is when we were actually playing a game. All the moves are accurate. We had all the people that were sitting at the table that you don't see right now telling
Telling us what we had to lay down and how to do it.
yeah, I mean, and then we're playing, you know, it's magic song, but I wanted the horrible one that's sung by who's singing this? It's oh god.
Some tween star.
Yeah, not Demi Lovato, the one from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah, that one, thank you. It was like the worst version I could find, but it fit oh my.
Worse than a pack of homelands.
And guys, they said they're worse than a pack of homelands, and I was like, I don't even know what that means, but use it.
Yep.
That's a magic joke.
Oh, jeez.
I remember, like, Tim wasn't getting that excited. I'm like, no, I want you to oversell it. I want you to really act badly now, as opposed to our normal act badly. And
I love that in the middle of this.
Oh, wait, here comes your big, yep.
Here comes the big fuck you to everybody.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Oh, how I love
It was so good, yeah.
I don't even say fuck this
Just
shit.
so, fuck you in the
ass.
ass.
That's right.
So, yeah, you just
Fuck you, 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 fuck you in the ass. That's
And now it's nighttime.
And now it's nighttime.
But we do say it 6 hours later. And this joke was yours, where you kept leaving and coming back.
Me, boss lady. You'll rue the day you fuck with Steven.
And you rue the day that you mess with Steve, because I actually did have an idea of you coming
Rue the
back.
day.
Yeah, and actually, the last comic book episode, you were gonna come back and
still say Rue again?
well, no, and have some kind of revenge, but you weren't available the day that we shot that last comic episode, so I just wrote you out.
I don't remember you asking.
I'm pretty sure I did, but you, yeah, I dodged that bullet. So, and ball sack again. Poor Tim.
I like that her hand literally went nowhere near.
It was the best take. Everyone was tired
Did
by
he
that
say
point.
friendship again?
He said friendship, because by then it was just the joke.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah. The first time he said friendship, I think we all lost it for a good
oh
20
yeah, the
minutes.
first time, like everyone, and I couldn't use that take. Actually, that friendship that happened back at the beginning was looped on top of the original take because I just
okay.
thought it was the best visual take, but I couldn't use the audio because everyone just started shitting their pants. So,
It's pretty good.
but that was it was a good episode. That was our magic episode. Javier, the angry Mexican, he requested that title. Oh yes, and Robin was the narrator. Forgot. Thanks, Robin. Shameless plug. She has no problem having her legitimate business being associated with this horrible show.
I guess that goes to show that any publicity is good publicity.
That's right. Did you just say go with cheese?
Oh, that was that. So there's a story behind that one, though,
Yeah.
and we're out of time. So it's a story for another day, like Maz Kanata would say.